If you've regained 15 pounds or more after bariatric surgery and you're terrified that you might end up right back where you started, I'm about to show you exactly how to stop the regain in its tracks and keep the weight off for the rest of your life permanently using my proven 4-step method without extreme diets, counting calories, exhausting workouts, or relying on willpower or motivation because willpower is not a strategy. Maybe you're not dealing with regain yet. Maybe you're preparing for surgery and want to get it right from day one. Or perhaps you're just a few months post-op and already noticing old habits like snacking or grazing or stress eating creeping back in. Maybe you've hit a stall and you feel frustrated because you're doing everything right but the scale won't budge. No matter where you are on your journey, these next few minutes will reveal exactly, and I mean exactly, why so many people struggle after bariatric surgery and what you can do differently to make sure that you succeed for the rest of your life. Imagine waking up knowing you're in full control of your body for probably the first time in your life. No more fear of stepping on the scale and seeing the number climb, and no more second guessing every single bite of food. No more frustration that you've already tried everything out there and nothing seems to work. You might be wondering, who on earth is this woman on my screen and why should you trust me? I'm Jessica Lawson, a certified nutrition coach who lost 140 pounds with gastric sleeve surgery, but most importantly, I've helped over 140 women lose weight and keep it off permanently. And here's what I've learned throughout my journey and coaching experience is that bariatric surgery is an incredible tool, but it's just one piece of the puzzle. Even when you follow all the post-op rules and the guidelines perfectly, you can still struggle with snacking and grazing, emotional eating, stress eating, food noise, and regain. And it's not because you're failing, but it's because your doctor and surgical team gave you a physical tool, but no one ever taught you how to actually change your brain and rewire your brain. Because surgery is just on your stomach, but your brain, that's the reason why you gained the weight in the first place. The food noise, the emotional eating, all of that. Why on earth would it stop? It would be ridiculous to think that it would, but yet somehow thousands, hundreds of thousands of bariatric patients think that that's the case. That's where I come in. While your doctor focuses solely on your stomach, I focus on what actually determines your success, your habits, your mindset, your identity, your lifestyle, and your relationship with food. With my expertise and background in nutrition, habit building, and the science of transformation, I teach my clients exactly how to lose the weight and keep it off permanently, stop fighting the scale, and break free from the cycle of regain. And they feel confident and in control and at peace with food, themselves, and their bodies. This is not just about weight loss. It's not just about food. It never was. It's always been about freedom. I'm going to say something controversial, but it's the truth. Bariatric surgery has failed you, and not because the surgery itself didn't work, but because no one prepared you for what happens after surgery. You went into this believing that surgery was the answer, the thing that could finally fix your weight struggles forever. And for a while, it might have felt like it was. But then the weight loss slowed down. Old habits like snacking and grazing and binging and food noise crept back in, and now maybe you're stuck in a stall. Or you're watching the scale climb back up again. And the worst part is you're doing everything that your doctor told you to. They gave you a checklist: eat your protein, drink your water, take your vitamins, exercise, eat less, move more. Sounds simple, right? But here's the truth. What your doctor and nutritionists are telling you is just another diet. It doesn't fix the real reason why you needed surgery and why you gained the weight in the first place, which is your relationship with food and your relationship with yourself. That's why 76% of bariatric patients regain weight within 5 years after surgery. And the reality is that your surgeon gave you a physical tool. They altered, modified, amputated your stomach, right? But no one showed you how to change your brain to think differently. No one showed you how to stop relying on food for comfort, stress relief, or joy. No one gave you a real system to maintain your results long term in a way that's automatic and inevitable. Your brain is why you gained the weight in the first place. And if you don't reprogram the way that you think about food, stress, habits, and emotions, your body will eventually follow the same patterns that it always has, despite how motivated, determined you are. Bariatric weight loss journeys follow a really predictable pattern that no one's probably ever taught you about. Stage 1, the honeymoon phase. This is 0 to 6 months post-op. The weight melts off effortlessly, and every time you step on the scale, the number drops. you feel unstoppable. Then we get to stage 2, the slowdown. 6 to 12 months post-op, progress stalls, the rapid weight loss slows, and suddenly what used to work isn't working anymore. Old habits start creeping back in. Stage 3, the inflection point. This starts happening at the earliest at the 1-year mark, and the weight starts creeping back as old habits return. And maybe it's just a few pounds, 2-3 pounds at first. 5, then 10, then 15, and suddenly panic sets in because you feel like you're losing control all over again. And this is where most people fail. This inflection point. Right now, if you're dealing with regain or you want to be on the right side of this, you have 2 choices. You can stay stuck in the 76% of people who regain weight after bariatric surgery, waiting, hoping for a miracle, and watching the scale climb back up. Or you can join the 24% who keep it off for good by learning how to take control. This moment right now is your crossroads. And which path are you going to take? Look, my clients lose weight and keep it off because they follow a proven system, not another meal plan. And my method makes weight loss inevitable by rewiring your habits, healing your relationship with food, and giving you the tools to succeed for life. If you're stuck, frustrated, or afraid of regaining, you're not alone. Every bariatric patient faces this. But no doctor, nutritionist, or post-op handout at the doctor's office is going to teach you how to truly break free. That's why I created this complete 4-step system that takes out all the guesswork, rebuilds your habits, and makes maintaining weight loss automatic. Because when you follow this system, success is not just a possibility, it's inevitable. So let me break down the 4 steps. Step 1 is the regain reset, because right now you're struggling with regain after bariatric surgery and you feel like you're back at step 1. You know the basics of post-op nutrition: eat less, move more, right? But something isn't working, and this step creates immediate structure and breaks the cycle of frustration while getting results fast. In this step, we decode your unique regain patterns through advanced assessment techniques, install a metabolism-boosting meal framework that eliminates chaotic eating, implement protein prioritization strategies specifically engineered for post-op physiology, and create custom daily success routines that automate positive habits. And we'll establish clear structure that makes staying on track effortless, not exhausting. By the end of this step, you're going to experience dramatic shifts in energy, clarity, and control. The scale will move again, the food noise will quiet, and you're going to feel reconnected with the success that you felt after surgery. Step 2, the effortless nutrition system, because right now you're overwhelmed by food choices. You're constantly thinking about what you can and cannot eat and feeling like you failed at every diet. And this step makes nutrition automatic so that you can stop obsessing and feel in control again. I'm going to teach you how to master post-op nutrition science, to understand exactly how to fuel your modified digestive system, balance your macros precisely to eliminate cravings, stabilize blood sugar, and boost your energy. Then you need to install a personalized meal framework that eliminates daily food decisions and master strategic batch cooking that makes healthy eating inevitable, not optional. Then we got to create your personal recipe collection from over 600 bariatric optimized options and develop nutrition habits that become as automatic as brushing your teeth. And by the end of this step, food preparation should be second nature. You should understand exactly how to fuel your body for optimal energy and your metabolism, eliminate nutrition-related cravings, and free up mental bandwidth previously consumed by food decisions. My client Jackie used to obsess over her calories, tracking endlessly without results. But when she learned the right macros, how to calculate them, and use my Think Less, Eat More cookbook with over 600 recipes, she stopped stressing and started seeing real progress without depriving herself and lost over 60 pounds. Step 3 is the food freedom method. Right now, emotional eating is sabotaging your progress, and you turn to food when you're stressed, bored, or emotional. You're trapped in a cycle of guilt and shame, and one bad choice spirals into days off track. You don't trust yourself around certain foods and feel powerless when cravings hit. And this step breaks those patterns and helps you rebuild a healthier relationship with food. We need to dismantle your emotional eating patterns using pattern interruption techniques, installing the STOP framework that creates space between triggers and actions, and building a personalized emotional regulation toolkit that adjusts your specific triggers. Rewiring your stress response system to automatically choose non-food coping mechanisms and eliminate the shame, guilt, binge cycle that's kept you trapped for years. By the end of this step, you should be experiencing true food freedom. Emotional triggers that once set you spiraling will lose their power, and you'll respond to life's challenges with confidence instead of cookies. My client Christina, who lost over 40 pounds working with me, was stuck in the cycle, turning to food anytime she felt overwhelmed and then beating herself up for it. But I gave her the tools in this step to break that pattern. Now she understands her triggers and has a system to handle them. She finally trusts herself around food. Another client, Wendy, spent her entire life battling emotional eating, hiding food, and tearing herself down with negative self-talk. Family dynamics triggered her worst habit, and work stress made everything worse. Once she recognized emotional eating as food addiction, everything changed and she learned how to handle stress without food. And for the first time in her life at 54 years old, she felt in control. Step 4, the sustainable success plan. Because right now, you don't trust yourself to maintain progress. You've regained before and fear that it might happen again. And this step ensures that you never start over again by building systems for lifelong success. We need to install advanced navigation strategies for real-world challenges like restaurants and travel, and create your personal maintenance system with built-in safeguards against regain. We also need to engineer your environment for automatic success without constant vigilance. Develop your early warning system to catch and correct small slips immediately, and transform your core identity from someone trying to lose weight to someone who maintains for the rest of their life. By the end of this step, maintenance becomes your natural state. You navigate life's challenges with ease and confidently manage your weight without obsession, and finally end the cycle of losing and regaining for good. With this complete 4-step system, you're going to do more than just lose weight. You're going to heal your relationship with food, and you're going to stop feeling controlled by cravings and emotional eating. You're going to break free from the cycle of regain for good. And this is not a quick fix. This is not a diet. This is about finally creating a new life, a new version of you where you feel in control, confident, and completely free. Now, I know what you might be thinking. I don't have time for another program. And that's exactly why you don't need a program, you need a system. No more guessing, no more stress, just a clear plan that fits into your life. You also might be thinking, I can't afford anything right now, or I can't afford this program right now. And I hear that a lot. But let's be real, what's the actual cost of staying stuck? Think about what weight regain or not getting this right the first time is really costing you. The frustration, the self-doubt, the constant battle with food, and the fear that you're undoing all of your hard work. Let's not forget about the physical cost. How much have you already spent your whole life on diets, supplements, meal plans, weight loss gimmicks that didn't work? How much more will it cost in the future if you don't get this under control? Medications, GLP-1s, doctor visits, or even a revision surgery. This is not an expense, it's an investment. And when you invest in this program, you're investing in yourself and in permanent results. And you're investing in a system that makes weight loss inevitable, so you never have to diet again. You're investing in confidence, freedom, and the peace of mind that comes with knowing that you have complete control over your body and your choices. I want you to ask yourself, what's more expensive? Continue to struggle, second guess yourself, and live in the fear of regain, or making a decision today that guarantees your success for life? You also might be thinking, I've tried everything. How on earth do I know this will work, Jessica? Maybe you've tried dozens of programs before, worked with nutritionists, trainers, or even other coaches, but have you ever worked with someone who's gone exactly through what you've gone through and you're going through right now, and specializes in post-bariatric success and specializes in regain, food freedom, emotional eating, someone who's actually been through this themselves and has helped over 140 women overcome the exact challenges that you're facing right now? No, you haven't, because there's no one like me. My program is not another diet or a meal plan. It's a complete system designed to address the root causes of your weight regain. The reason why this has been a 30, 40, 50, 60-year battle for you, and give you the tools to maintain your results for life. You also might be thinking, what if it doesn't work for me? This isn't a one-size-fits-all approach. This is a personalized system built around your unique needs, habits, and triggers. And it works because it addresses the real reason that you got here in the first place and you're struggling with your weight, your relationship with food, and yourself. I've helped women of all ages, all stages after surgery and before surgery, and all types of surgeries. If you're willing to do the work, this system will work for you. Now, here's the thing. The longer you wait, the harder it's going to get. If you don't take control now, will you ever? Right now, you have two choices. You can keep doing what you've been doing. Keep thinking that things will change while the cravings, the stalls, and the frustration takes over. Watch the scale creep up. Feel your confidence slip away. Spend thousands of dollars on GLP-1 injections, diets, trainers, and quick fixes that don't last, and wasting $25,000 to $50,000 over the next decade with nothing to show for it. And the cost isn't just financial. Obesity can take 10 years off your life, a full decade gone. More doctor visits, medications, more fear every time you step on the scale until you're back where you started, wondering where it all went wrong. 76% of bariatric patients regain weight within 5 years. And if you don't make a change, will you be one of them? Maybe you already are. Or you can be part of the 24%. You can take control today. You can commit to a system that makes success inevitable, that rewires your brain, your habits, silences the cravings, and gives you total confidence in your ability to keep the weight off for good. And this is not just about losing the weight. It's about saving yourself and saving your future. It's about being alive long enough to watch your grandkids grow up, to watch your children grow up. And the choice is yours. But only one path leads to freedom, confidence, and a life where you're in control. So if you're ready to stop struggling and start seeing real, lasting results, click the link below to book a Bariatric Success Connection call with me, because this is your chance to end the cycle once and for all. So don't put it off. You deserve it. And if you're still on the fence, let me remind you that you don't have to do this alone. My 4-step system gives you the exact roadmap that you need. You don't have to figure everything out yourself. You're going to have step-by-step guidance every step of the way, and you don't have to keep struggling with food or regain for the rest of your life. This system makes success inevitable. So let me ask you one more time. If you know that you need this, and you know it'll work, what's stopping you from taking action right now? So click the link below and book a free 20-minute call right now. This is your moment.